Does your partner get defensive when you try to bring up problems in the relationship? This is something I see all the time in couples therapy. However, it often has to do with how people bring up problems in the relationship. See, people are often very critical of their partner, and the way that they express problems comes out as criticism, which triggers the defensiveness. This isn't to say that criticism is overall bad. People often criticize their partner because they're worried about something and want their partner to take action on it, or they feel that they have needs that aren't getting met, or there's feelings they have which aren't being expressed. Maybe they feel sad or hurt. If it continues to come out as criticism, it leads to this downward spiral. People who are often criticized don't want to try or invest in the relationship. They feel bad about themselves. And so it doesn't lead anywhere good. Instead, we want to do something called a gentle startup. This comes from Dr. John Gottman, who noticed a lot of partners use what we call harsh startup. An example of this might have something to do with your partner using their phone all the time. So you might say something like, "I'm so annoyed you always use your phone. Like, why are you always on your phone? Don't you love me anymore?" Now, it's natural for your partner to then get defensive about this because they feel really criticized. They might say, "What do you mean? Of course I love you. Why would I? I'm not on my phone all the time. What are you talking about?" Hence, a fight would quickly ensue. Instead, what we want to do is do a gentle startup. Now, this is pretty simple. It comes in 3 easy steps, and it's just about framing the problem in a way that's constructive. The first step is to just name how you feel. Now, in this instance, you might feel annoyed that your partner's on the phone all the time, but try to get more specific about the deeper feelings underneath. What is this really making you feel? Maybe you feel alone or disconnected. Let's go with disconnected. You feel disconnected from your partner. Then we want to talk about the thing that it's about. Rather than telling your partner that they are the problem or one to blame, we want to talk about the situation or the relationship itself. So instead of saying you are on your phone all the time, you might say something like, "We don't spend a lot of quality time with each other," or "We don't really talk like we used to." See how this is making it about the situation rather than your partner. The third thing we want to do is express your need in a way that's really positive, specific, and justified. So rather than you telling them what you don't want, "I want you to stop using your phone," tell them what it is that you do want that would actually help this problem. So for example, in this situation, you might say something like, "I need us to put our phones away when we're having dinner." That's the specific part and the positive part, so that we can talk about our day and feel more connected with each other. This is a really simple, clear instruction for your partner, and maybe they're not 100% on board with that, but at least it begins a dialogue about this thing rather than just going into a spiral of criticism and defensiveness. Now, this isn't going to be a magical solution for everything. However, I do invite you to try it, and if you get stuck, just begin by writing things down. It's 3 simple steps: the feeling, what it's about, and the need, and try to frame it in a way that's going to be positive and constructive for your partner. If you really like, you can show them this video and get them on board so they know exactly what you're doing.